This shit's hard. When you have because the way it affects your cardiovascular system, chemical poisoning, you have this pain down your, it's on my right side, down the center of my back. It's just been ever since I started exercising again and helping the body detox. There's no sun out today, so I can't go out and, it's been that way for about 3 days. So I can't go out and get sun on the shins and help that stuff come out with the sun vitamin and stuff. So, you know, what a fucked up place. This is the most disgusting, inadequate, dysfunctional collection of peckerwoods on a pussy plantation. Last night I was watching the fucking these two guys on TV, right? And these political ads, if they weren't so disgusting and sick, they'd almost might be as funny as Kimmel's monologue, right? So you're sitting there, right? And these guys are sitting there walking along, and one's all swollen. The other one's got his cowboy hat on, his black shirt neatly pressed, and got his 6-shooter. He looks like the Hollister guy from Tombstone days. The Tombstone epitaph thing. Looks like those old TV show things. They grew up that way. The most popular movie among presidents back in Ronald Reagan time was "Do Not Forsake Me, Oh My Darling." Right? High noon, the shootout to make sure the town is clean, and you're the only law we have in this town. Law is gravity. There's gravity in this town. And if you guys had the gravity to understand the wisdom of Proverbs, you wouldn't need to be sitting there getting, hey, shoot out at the OK Corral. Hey, motherfucking Cowboys. It's motherfucking Cowboys. It's time to settle the score. Boo, doo, 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 doo. How are you any better than the white people that you claim are racist and stupid? I mean, seriously. So, but they have these two guys, right? And they're all like, Gabe wants to defund us. Well, just forgive, debt, and trespass, love, one eternal, faithful peace. Then you don't have to walk around walking like a bunch of peckerwood pussy plantations that all want to fuck Dolly Parton at the best little whorehouse in Texas. I mean, what the fuck? Seriously? Let's get a bachelor pad lair and becomes, a fucking stuntman for Burt Reynolds movies, and then get to have sex with Sally Field and Lonnie Anderson and Dolly Parton. Yay! Isn't Dolly married? Okay. But, you know what I'm saying? See, it's horrible. It's just horrible. Superficial, frivolous, I've met lots of people that have open marriages and don't ask, don't tell, and, tons. I've had lots of people ask me to have, Sergeant Gillette, who is married to a man in a wheelchair that has sex with Jeff Donnellan in my dorm room when I was sitting there. I was like, oh my God, it was so uncomfortable. And embarrassing for me, because then I had to see her the next day at work, and it was like, I didn't know what to do. And I didn't tell anybody, but Jeff told everybody, so I had to talk to Brian about it. Yeah, I said it was real uncomfortable. So he started going, they started going for it. Yeah, and her top came off and boobs, and yeah, and what'd you do? I got up and left the room, Brian. Sergeant Gillette has a British accent. I know, she's got a pretty nice body for a woman in her 40s, but I didn't want to have sex with her. But she had agreement with her husband that she can. And when she went with Jeff, she thought, well, we're going back to the dorm room. So, well, maybe Earl will join, because I was far more sexually desirable than Jeff Donnellan. Oh, yeah, I was. And I didn't know why she was going for it. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? I just got up and left the room. Those kind of situations are embarrassing. They've happened to me a lot. Okay. Been put in those kind of compromising positions, and I'm like, I'm not down with this. And I have the scientific evidence to prove it. Even if it's been obliterated, everybody knows that. I know it. You know it. American people know it. That, George Herbert Walker Bush is a liar, and so are his kids. And I'm not. So we all know this, okay? And we know all the people here that vote for president and try to elect presidents and Congress people are all liars, because they won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer and won't live the way of the truth and life. So I know what. You know what. The American people. So they're sitting there. And so you got these swollen. They're stupid. It's like, okay, Gary Cooper. Gonna defund. Just live the Lord's Prayer and stop being a peckerwood on a pussy plantation. Is that Katie, whatever, the woman who plays the Mexican lady? If it was my man, or if it was your man, you sit there, just stand up for the Lord's Prayer and stop acting like the biggest dick in the dick measuring contest, for crying out loud, for snooker. We all can't be the biggest dick in the dick measuring contest, but we can all live the Lord's Prayer. Well, I want to be the biggest dick. Oh, look, anybody else got anything to say about my friend Biggest Dickus? Biggest Dickus, you got a lisp? Are you a Hothberg? I mean, serious fuckingly. You guys are such fucking assholes. At least this time we can have it on like instant karma's going to get you, going to hit you right in the head. I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hit you. Like hell, I'm not. Surely this man was the son of God, right? Is that Klaus von Bülow? Do you understand? So Amy knows what I'm talking about. But I mean, this village of psychotic idiots and old Fort Will Puka Chuka 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 Puka 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 and piss and hole in the wall and white sandbox and lost Alamos. We're lost in the Alamos. They're lost in the Alamo. Help them, Billy Bob Thornton. He's too busy having sex with his mattress. How would you know? He said when he was evangelizing, it was like having sex with a mattress. It's like, Well, I always put the pillows in between when I then had did lots of laundry, like Goodness Cosby. But the mattress isn't that a little hard? You know, that's kind of a flat. That's like dry humping with Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake. When don't you want to like pillows so you have like a nice supple body underneath you, feeling like, oh, it's so fun to just. It's even fun just to rub your penis on her genitalia. Oh gosh, it's so fun to have sex with women, right? When they're nice and they love you and you can trust them and you have kids and they won't Cecilia you and be fucking everybody in town and laughing at you because you don't fuck everybody in town, even though you get offered to have sex with more women than she gets offered to have sex with men, but she makes herself available to men. And they have all the evidence to support it. I think it's because they feel inadequate. You know? They want to be like Jennifer Lopez and Kim Kardashian, and we all can't be the top money bringer in her to say, hey, watch her get fucked. Don't you wish you were fucking her? No, I don't wish I was one of those Peckerwoods on a pussy plantation that, think their dicks are God's gift to women or on an Aflac commercial. Hell no. Because I was a better athlete. I was a better coach at 15 than Nick Saban's been his whole life. Yeah, okay, yeah. The military had the evidence to prove it. I don't know what they've done with it, but it's true. Yeah. No, this kid is more astute. The stuff that I was explaining that arc under the basket in 1983 and 84 to coaches. Okay. Said it was uncouth. Even though it was not against the rules, it got people hurt. And I was not willing to do things within the rules. You know, like Night Train Lane with the clothes until the committee gets a signed your bill, now you're a law. And now you can't do it anymore once all the smart people and the scientists say, he's right. Okay? Wasn't until the 2000s that the scientists all get together and say, the kid back in Mayfield High School was right. Because I knew it was like, it's not cool because we all got to finish at the basket. Okay. And when you attack the basket, if you have somebody stand under the basket, okay, because you're moving and all that to draw charges and stuff like that. No, it's uncouth and it's just unfair. So they finally had to change it to where you have to, give because they know where he's going. They know where he's going to end up. But if you have somebody really fast, it's bullshit. And so I knew it and I could do it real easy because I was the fastest guy on the planet. And he thought I was cocky because, well, just do this, do all these things. Because the reason why he was abusive to me is because I wouldn't do abusive things to other people's children so he could win. And he felt like I was cocky and arrogant. It's like there's nothing cocky and arrogant about me, that there is a lot about you, Jimmy Oliver and Whitey Kaufman. Okay? And all the assholes at White Sands and Los Alamos watching this basketball practice. The only decent guy, and well, he knew where he worked. He took his kid to Parkland High School because of the way that, Treviso treated me. And Treviso knows it when he got those little assholes from New Mexico State to come down and run his thing. And the thing was, it was three guys pressing one dude, and they'd give me the ball right at the baseline, and I had 10 seconds to dribble all by myself against three guys to get it to half court. And I got upset and questioned how talented I was because the first time they stole it. After that, I got like right within a foot or two from crossing half court with three guys guarding me, one guy dribbling, because Treviso made the rest of the guys get out of the way. Okay? And I get upset because I couldn't get the ball to half court. And I can guarantee you that every one of those three assholes from New Mexico State University that Treviso brought back to Mayfield to try to humiliate me, that if you would have given me and them the ball with nobody to cover and stuff like that, and they had to get the ball past half court in 10 seconds, hell no. I'd been on their jock I'd been like with James Woodfrey. James, I'm going to steal that ball. Don't show it to me. I'm going to steal it. There's no way those assholes would have been able to get the ball to half court in 10 seconds with me pressing them and no one to pass it to to get the ball before it was a violation. And there was 3 of them and 1 of me, and I almost got the ball to half court all by myself. Damn, Eric Carmen, you're awesome. Never going to fall in love again, though. That is true. I have the video to prove it. And he thought he was showing me up. Every time he did that, it backfired on him. Like when I picked off the lob to Gerald. The first time you're the worst, Steve, when he made me, I was like, why you have me in front of him in the block? That's crazy. Next time they threw it, and they threw it up, and he got mad at the player because he threw it where I could intercept it. It's like, I could jump out of the fucking gym, asshole. There's nobody in this gym, okay, that you can't throw a ball to in the post that I can't out jump and get to it when I time it right. What? I wasn't, Gerald was cool about it. Gerald was like, what an asshole. But Gerald didn't want to say anything because Gerald wanted to play. And he wanted a scholarship to Texas A&M, and he wanted to marry a hot blonde. We always had that discussion. But you have these cute girls. He had some of the cutest white girls and all of Mayfield with these dow bodies. They were short and butt and thighs, and he didn't like him because he liked tall. He liked Mary Salopek, who was cute, but she was long and lean and Barbie looking. But he had these other girls. That one was a redhead. Oh, she was so fucking cute. She had short hair, and she had this big butt and these big old thighs. And I'm like, Gerald, those other 2 girls are into you, and they're hotter than Mary Salopek. No, they're not. And then he'd always tell me, I'll never settle for anything less than the best. It's what makes you think Mary Salopek's the best? These other girls have a better personality and are nicer, and they got bigger booties. Bongo, what is wrong with? We'd have that conversation all the time while we sit there and listen to my albums. I gave him the album we had. It was Chicago because he loved that song so much. If you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me. He goes, this is such a good song. I was like, yeah, I know. It's one of my favorites too. But okay, guys. You guys, we got to really stop being assholes. Because children need the love of someone like Jesus Christ and not the brain-chemical dopamine addiction of assholes. Contributions from viewers like you. Public broadcasting systems. Oh boy, Sesame Street was a good idea in its time, but it's 2024. It's not 1974 no more. Okay, so it's time to come to terms with reality. Okay, we can be Solomonistic worldwide, and that's wow. I mean, this is better than a golden opportunity. It's an opportunity to love one another and use our communications and our technology instead of to manipulate and abuse and threaten to kill. We can use it to save our ecosystem, restore our sanity, and help people have families and be families and lovers again. Well, they never really were. We'll have, the tiny pockets like King David's Israel, Muhammad's Mecca, stuff like that, okay? And Confucius in China and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so there we go. So let's hop into it. Okay, so stop being a fucking asshole and get your asses off the Ponderosa and stop fighting for stuff and just share and care. Given courtesy built to last. All right, thank you.